Again yesterday. Just to recap on the work we did during your session. First of all, we spoke about your setup. One of the things we were trying to get you to do was to just drop your hands a little bit at address to get the line of the shaft, or the angle of the shaft, hitting on your belt buckle rather than midway through your torso. Secondly, we were trying to get you a little bit more evenly distributed at setup. You used to be very much on your left side, and you can see there now, if I just put that box on, you're very much to the right side, so you've overdone it a little bit. The way to do it is to just try and find a nice balanced position, some middle ground between the two extremes. Having said that, we've predominantly worked on the two key features of your golf swing, which was creating a little bit of width and better leverage. As we can see here on the footage on the top left, there's an element of the sort of the Y shape that we discussed, breaking down in the takeaway, and a distinct lack of use of the wrists during the backswing. So we lack width and we lack leverage, which are two key sources of power for the average club golfer. So in order to give you a feeling of this, we got you in the explainer, and the key here initially was to maintain the Y shape that we had at address. And you can see as you're doing that, working within the explainer, there's the width that we're after. So if we can maintain the Y shape during the early part of your swing, you're going to establish good width in your swing early, and that's easy to maintain then throughout the golf swing. Once we got the feeling of creating width, we then got the idea of setting correct levers, and the way we did that was to encourage you to create an L shape on the way back and an L shape on the way through. You can see there you're doing that well. Much better use of the wrists during your golf swing, and as a result the shaft travels much further without your body actually doing anything different. And one of the other things that we discovered was that you were able to keep your left arm that little bit straighter. One, because you're using your wrist properly, and two, because you're establishing good width early in your golf swing. So if we now take a little look at the finished article, what we get down here at the end of your lesson is a much more balanced setup position. Again, if I just put that box on to illustrate that, much more central within that box, so you've found the middle ground between the two extremes that we're looking for. Now as you take the club back, you're going to find that you maintain your width, so the Y shape that you've established at address is maintained. Breaks down a little bit early on that one, but you maintain it better during the backswing. But more importantly, we create this L shape halfway back, so you can see that position there where you've created the L shape, as opposed to what we saw here at the beginning of your lesson, which was a very big breaking down of things, no use of the wrists, breaking down of the left side. So we've got no width and no leverage at that point. So again, if we just take you back down to the bottom right, have a little look at where we then end up at the top of the backswing. Much improved position, lacks a little bit of body turn, but overall much improved position than what we're seeing here at the start of your lesson. So again, if you compare top left to bottom right, big improvement. What we're looking for is more width, which is maintaining the Y shape that's established at address, and better leverage, which is creating the L shape halfway back. So again, if we just recap that, what's on the explainer, there's maintaining the Y, and here we have you creating the L shape that we're after to give everything that swinging look. Great session, super progress. You hit some wonderful shots. That particular one that you ended on was a cracker. Good luck with it, and I'll see you again in the coming week. Well done.